Welcome back, my friends. I just completed Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, and oh man, it is great to be playing a new Ninja Gaiden game in 2025. And yes, Ninja Gaiden 4 is on the way, but I was honestly looking forward to this one about as much as Ninja Gaiden 4. I am familiar with the game Kitchen, the makers of this game. Really enjoyed the first Blasphemous, haven't played the second one yet, but I knew that the game Kitchen would be putting out some quality for Ninja Gaiden because they really kill it when it comes to platformers and side scrollers in this kind of style. I did have some reservations on the fact that this was going to be a much faster paced game than Blasphemous is, but all of those concerns were washed away within the first couple chapters, and I knew I had something special on my hands here. This was a good one. This game is short and sweet, and is an action platformer that I don't think any fan of the genre should miss. I enjoyed it beginning to end. The bosses are hard as hell. They will give you a hard time, man. At least they gave me a hard time. I'm not the best at action platformers, mind you, but I consider myself pretty adequate, if anything. But a couple of them did have me retrying a lot, and a couple of them had me raging a little bit almost. That got me about to that point. All in all, though, it was enjoyable beginning to end. If you don't know what this one is about, this is a side story about a Hayabusa ninja named Kenji, who is being trained by Ryu, the main protagonist of the Ninja Gaiden series, who meets a Black Spider Clan ninja named Komori, and then they together in one point are fused together, and you can kind of control both Kenji and Komori at the same time, her using kunai and Kenji using his sword. I will say about the only thing that I really had to complain about when it came to controlling these two was that Kenji himself can't slash up or down, making it kind of awkward in some combat instances, at least toward the beginning when I wasn't used to it. But the fusion of these two brings a very, very unique combat style, and the way you be chopping through enemies in this game is very, very fast, very aggressive, and there is a lot of strategy to the enemies that'll be running at you on the regular. Some enemies will be glowing either blue or pink, and these enemies you hit with either your sword as Kenji or your kunai with Komori to then power up your next attack. They can be used as either a sword attack or a kunai attack on the next big enemy in your way, and this can be chained together over and over in succession to be chopping through everybody in your way. And in between levels, you can upgrade your characters with certain talismans and upgrades bought from the legendary Muramasa, who has been here since the first game. It is always a pleasure to see Mr. Muramasa, and in this he actually had quite a big part to play, and that was really neat to see. Using Muramasa's shop, you can change your fight styles and abilities to a range of things, from just your basic kunai and sword to things like a shield that can take damage for you temporarily, and even a kind of fan blade that goes around your character to help you dish out just a little bit more damage on whatever boss or large enemy that you come across. So it has a lot of customization if you want to change your abilities. Even your super ability can be changed to, a kind of healing bubble if you're struggling with some levels. Although that does sacrifice some DPS, so we'll see if that makes it easier or not. In order to upgrade anything at Muramasa's shop, though, you'll be trying to collect golden scarabs and crystal skulls throughout the game. These golden scarabs have also been a mainstay. It's really cool to see them come back as a collectible in this too. And getting them can be quite the challenge. There are a lot of side paths in these levels, and some of them will take a number of tries to get the platforming just right, just to get up there. But hitting the end of a level and knowing you've collected all the scarabs and all of the skulls and you've kicked all that ass on the way through leaves you so satisfied. Especially when you have struggled on a boss over and over like I did, and you just say, okay, time to buckle down, time to lock it in, let's do this. And man, I gotta say, I know I already said it, but the bosses in this game, they are a treat. And the last boss is a pretty cool spectacle boss, even for like a side-scrolling game. There is even a hard mode available after you complete the game if it wasn't hard enough for you, you freaking sadists. But I do recommend everyone pick this up. If you are a fan of Ninja Gaiden, you will love this. If you are a fan of platformers and you know nothing about Ninja Gaiden, I still would say you should pick this up. It is just a fun time all around. And let me tell you, the soundtrack was the cherry on top of this whole thing, giving a really fast-paced beat on every single level, and some of which, if you are a fan of Ninja Gaiden, you will recognize as certain little remixes of songs you know. I'll leave those as a surprise. And there is plenty here to surprise you, believe me. I think Kumori in particular, I hope she can actually go forward in these games, because I really enjoy her character, and I really enjoy these two and their banter and their relationship and how it evolves over this game. So check this out when you can, pick it up, and if you have already played this like me and you were just waiting for it, what did you think about it? Did you enjoy it as much as I did? Comment down below, let me know. Or did you find the difficulty curve just a little too much? Also let me know that. I am curious to see if anyone struggled about as much as I did. With the completion stats that I see on Steam, it looks like not many people have made it to the end. And speaking of ending, this is the end of my video on Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. Short and sweet, just like this game is oh so sweet. Subscribe if you would like to see more from me or hear more from me. And go ahead, give me a like if you enjoyed this video. As always, it's been a pleasure. Peace.